Hi, this is Dr. Gary, and welcome to our weekly tune-up today. I've got an important topic for today. It's conspiracies. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on out there. I tell you what, over the last probably 3-4 months, and I know this kind of time dates this tune-up, there's been so much going on with our federal government, with disasters, with all kinds of stuff, that people are coming off the rails. I really notice it here with the people that are talking to me, the people that call me on the phone, the people that text me. Even that radio program that I do in the morning, a lot of people are texting me, knowing this is what I do, asking me questions about how to manage this in their own thoughts, in their own way of life. It seems like life as we know it is changing, and people call this the new normal. You know, when the government is conspiring to secretly grab our cell phone numbers, our private information without us even knowing it, or is that really going on at all? The problem is it upsets people, it scares people, it frightens people. We hear about FEMA camps being set up and ready to take on American prisoners in case of a disaster. What's that all about? I did a program a couple of years ago on Mind Talk, and the title of the program was, "Is the World Falling Apart and What Can We Do About It?" Well, in my own personal opinion, and always remember, a lot of this stuff is my opinion, regarding these kinds of things, I believe that the world is not falling apart. I think our ability to think is going to have to change. I think actually what we got going on is a little bit of evolution. And old school thinking, in many contexts, just doesn't work anymore. You know, we just came through a very capitalistic, materialistic, and kind of narcissistic time in our life. I mean, the 80s were all about that, and part of the 90s were. And now we're into minimalization, getting rid of the clutter, streamlining our things down to where things don't cost so much and we can get through life a little more economically, a little more safely, without having this tremendous overhead and financial burden. What I want to talk about right now is how do you manage all this in your thoughts? People are busier now than they've ever been. There's more information now than there's ever been. If you want to BS somebody, it's pretty impossible these days because we can go to Wikipedia and find out just about anything in a nanosecond. With the advent of Google and some of these amazing search engines, which sometimes I wonder how amazing they are, have they actually destroyed society as we know it? Or are they valuable? It's all how we use it. It's like a gun. Is the gun the problem, or is it the people, the way they use the gun, the problem? In our thinking, it's the same thing. We all have a mind, we all have a brain, and it's not the brain that's the problem, it's not our life that's the problem, it's not the world that's causing the problem, it's the way we're thinking about it. And by us thinking about things, all of a sudden we start manifesting things. Because remember, anytime we put I am in front of anything with great passion and fervor, it starts pulling it and attracting it to us. Not by unicorns falling out of the sky. It just happens because of the law of physics and the way physical matter works. Your thoughts matter. Right now, it's probably more important than at any other time in your life to have your mind and know how to operate it. And none of us got an owner's manual with our body telling us how to operate this darn thing. These tune-ups are there for a reason. I'm not saying that they're the end-all to everything, certainly not. However, the reason I do this is to help as many of you as possible. Get people on these tune-ups and let them hear what I'm saying today. Right now, if you have what old Zig Ziglar used to say, stinking thinking, it's time to change it. And the way you change it is to decide to. And the way you have to start focusing today is focusing on this moment right here, right now, where you can affect change inside your life and even with other people. Understand that our thought process is the one thing we do have control of. If we allow it to be completely out of control, worrying about stuff that other people are saying and what the news is saying and what could be happening, and oh my God, Verizon gave up my cell phone number. Oh, what does this mean? Let it go. Manage your life in the moment each day. We have enough to do in this moment right here, right now. Manage your life. Focus on the stuff that works for you. Take care of your kids, and when you start worrying about something, understand that all that worry is all about looking into the future with a negative expectation. It's pretty impossible to worry in the present moment, focusing on what you can do this moment right here, right now. It's when we allow ourselves to go into downtime or kind of a trance and start visualizing what could happen. A lot of people think I hypnotize people and put them into a trance. I get people out of their trance. I want you to wake up. I want you to really see what's going on in your life and take some control of it today. All this conspiracy stuff, yeah, some of it might be true. What are you going to do about it? What you can do about it is take care of yourself and be uptime in the moment, paying attention to what's going on. I also have a lot of people say, well, I don't watch the news, I don't pay attention to anything, I really don't care. If you don't care, that's the problem. You got to care. You just got to be very selective on the information you get and really synthesize it and sift through it and find the truth. Today, I want you this week to really focus on the moment. Right now, Eckhart Tolle said, the moment, right here, right now. This is where life is. The past and the future exist only in our thoughts. Control your thoughts. And all this other stuff will come into perspective. The world's not falling apart. The world is just the world. We as people are evolving. It's time to catch up, do your homework, work on your own thinking process, and keep yourself from being old school, a worrier. Become new school now. Become somebody who is proactive, living in the moment, handling these things as they come down the pike in the moment that you can actually do something about it. So until next week, this is Dr. Gary asking you to have a very calm day and understand whether you think you can or you think you can't, either way you're going to be right. That's pretty strong wisdom coming from old Henry Ford. So today, let's make this work and help other people with this also. It's more important right now than at any other time in your life that you have control of your thought process as we evolve as people. Because as long as we're focused on fear, there's going to be worry, there's going to be war, there's going to be people hurting other people, there's going to be tragedy. There's enough tragedy created by Mother Nature. Control the tragedy between your own ears by controlling your thinking. Till next week, you have a great week. Bye-bye.